Hi guys, and welcome to the Wednesday night call. So I've just asked people to pop in the chat button why they've turned up tonight on the call. So just to give you a little understanding, Brooke wants to share what she's achieved with Isagenix. Ant wants to support his team and stay plugged in. That's awesome. Erin started using Isagenix about a month ago and is really enjoying it. Got a couple of people interested and trying to learn more about how to share it with them professionally. Awesome. Well done, guys. I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. Madison's staying plugged in, and Rebecca has been told to get on. Sometimes we're just told, right? So our team is Live Life, Live Free, and this webinar is all about the perfect home business. So tonight you have been invited on to this webinar by myself or someone else that may be on the call here tonight. And this is going to be a short half hour. I'm going to race through it, but this could absolutely transform your life. Tonight I want to talk to you about an industry that has transformed my life, my body, my soul, my financial situation. This is a business opportunity call. So if this is something that you're not open to right now, please feel free to log off or log off at any time. I will not be offended. But for those of you who are open, we need your full attention. And I know a lot of mums get on this call. So for me, I've put my kids away. I've turned the baby monitor off. And I just try and be as present, because this is a big opportunity. And so, noise and, TVs and children can just distract us a little bit. So if you could just listen intently for the next half an hour, that would be awesome. I just also want to go through the earnings disclaimer because you're going to hear some success stories tonight. Not only my own success story, but success within our team. And so I just want you to know that earnings levels and income statements are, you'll see here, it depends on the independent associate, their effort, their training, their prior skills. So, the ability to earn income is exactly the same with everyone in Isagenix in terms of the compensation plan and how our compensation plan works. However, it does depend on many factors, including the ones that I have already mentioned. So for full earnings, you can go to anz.isagenixearnings.com and have a look at that statement. So what you're going to hear tonight is my story, who I am, the new economy, so what's happening in our economy specific to Australia, why network marketing, some stories, some success stories in our team, why choose Isagenix, and how to get started with our team. So yes, my name is Heidi McCallum, and I found Isagenix almost 5 years ago in October. And I found Isagenix when I was in a period of my life where I was overweight, overworked, and I just was going about every day the way I thought I was meant to go through it. However, I remember my mum saying to me, Heidi, the 30s are the best years of your life. And I remember hitting 30 and thinking, oh my God, if this is it, I want out. I was working 56 hours as a nurse manager a week. I had 2 small children and we had remortgaged our house 3 times in 5 years. We were going backwards. I couldn't work any harder. My husband was working 6 days a week. But really, I used Isagenix initially for a health transformation. I'd piled on a lot of weight, whether it was due to the financial stresses in the background or just, baby weight or not eating properly. And I found this system. And I won't go into the details of this system, but it absolutely transformed my life where I was able to drop close to 30 kilos in a very short period of time. And I had people saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Now, like you on the call, I'm sure there's a few of you don't want to be that person, right? The person that everyone hides from at the family dinner. You don't want to be that person that's knocking on doors, that's harassing friends, that's losing friends that people are talking about. And I didn't want to be that person either. But what I realized and what I pride myself on is being able to build this business to a 9-star platinum level. Now, for those of you that don't understand that, without bonuses, that sits at just under $1 million a year that I earn residually from Isagenix. And I was able to do that in a 4.5-year period with 2 kids, and I've just had my 3rd baby girl, a husband that was against her for a period of time until I retired him, and with no prior experience with network marketing. And I didn't lose any friends. I just gained a whole lot more, and I've built a team to 25,000 people now. So life today is more holidays, more freedom, less stress. We have no financial strain, and I really feel like I live on purpose. I absolutely loved nursing, but I live for Isagenix. I live to help all of you guys live out the life that you dream. I'm an industry trainer now. I train for Isagenix, and I'm really here to help you guys succeed, whatever that may be. So some of you on the call tonight just maybe want to get your products paid for. You know, people are just asking you, and you just want to know how you can share this. And then there's other people on the call that are really looking for a supplementary income, or perhaps an income that can free their family so they too can have more holidays, less stress, and more freedom. So it all starts with your results. And, you know, my 3 tips to success is be a walking, talking billboard, believe in yourself, and never, ever stop. So this isn't a get rich quick scheme. If you want to go fast like I did, you absolutely can. But staying consistent is the most important thing. So let's look into the economy today. And our average household income sits at around $145,000 a year. Now you take away an average tax rate, and you're left with $102,000 a year. Seems good, right? When we're earning 6 figures. However, the average family spends around $1,900 a week, and therefore we're left with $3,200 a year, which means $61 a week. And when I look back to my financial situation 5 years ago, this is what was happening in my household. And so I would put things on credit, store loans, credit cards, and that's hence why we got into a situation where we were remortgaging our house just to live life. And these statistics come from the ABS as well. So why is it so hard? And if you have a look, you've got expenses here, and then you've got the years of your life. And if you have a look at your income, it kind of goes like this. You'll see, you know, you come out as an apprentice, and it gets gradually higher. It grows at inflation around 3%. And then at around 60 to 70, when you retire, no more income. However, if you have a look at what happens in life, is that, you know, beginning your career, you probably are purchasing your first property. You're then getting married, and you're starting a family, so you now have dependents, you know, where you're increasing in utilities. You're also increasing your grocery bill. You have to buy a new car, a safer car. You've then got school fees and extracurricular activities. And so the average person will work for 40 years, and their average income will be around $80,000 a year. So that means in your lifetime, in your working lifetime, you'll see around $3.15 million in lifetime earnings. So you can see that they don't quite match. However, with network marketing, it looks more like this green arrow. Very little money at the beginning, but it grows, but it continues to grow, because what I'm talking to you about the network marketing industry is a concept called residual income. So, you know, network marketing, it starts small, but over a lifetime it grows, and it's paid residually, meaning into your retirement. So I want to ask you a question for those of you on the call tonight. If you weren't paid for 4 weeks, say something dreadful happened to your partner, something happened to you where you both could not work for 4 weeks, how long could you survive? How long could you pay for your rent or your mortgage, your utilities, or your food bill? So these are also from the Association of Superannuation Funds. They see that men retire on about $292,000 a year, and women are around $311,000 a year. So that was surprising, that statistic, when I looked it up, because women actually retire with more. However, how long will that actually last you into your retirement? You'll probably be working till you're 70 or 80. Now, does your future therefore look like this $61 a week, or do you want to make a change? And, you know, a lot of people are really misinformed about the network marketing industry, and they don't realize that really powerful entrepreneurs, very successful business people are already partnered with network marketing companies. You know, up the top there, Warren Buffett, he says it's one of the best investments that he's ever made. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he says it's the business of the 21st century. Fortune magazine says that it's the best kept secret. Network marketing is not only true, but it's a viable and proven and very fast growing industry. It's a business model that makes more 6- and 7-figure industry earners than any other industry out there. Now, you look at the last financial crisis that happened in the 2000s. During that period of time when everything was crashing, network marketing as an industry thrived. It grew 91%. So do you want to make a change to this $61 a week? Then you need to make a change to your mindset, because as we go to work now, we go to work for so many hours and we get paid per hour. It's called instant gratification or immediate gratification. But with network marketing, we're changing that. We're laying the structures down, and we're able to grow that over time and build that residual income. So what is network marketing? You know, and it was a notion that was presented to me, and I thought it was a scam. You know, are there any people on there that kind of think, is it a pyramid scheme? Is it a scam? It honestly, when it was drawn out for me, I was like, I don't understand how this doesn't collapse, and it just seemed too easy to be true. However, it's the sale of a product or a service away from a fixed store, typically person to person or in a small group setting. So, you know, I didn't have any sales experience. I didn't have any network marketing experience, and I was able to make this work. So, you know, I was really excited by this business model. And the reason I was really excited about the business model is because I was a really good nurse. And I would go to work, as I said, for those 56 hours plus, because some of them I wasn't paid for. I just stayed back because I had a sick patient, or, you know, I had to do some rostering. And yet I was paid on exactly the same rate as my other colleagues. And so I saw this business model and it excited me, because the more effort that I exerted meant that that would determine my wealth. So I was in this position of autonomy, and I was in this position of a very empowered position, because I felt like if I worked hard at this, I could actually determine my own paycheck at the end of the week. So have a look at what is your perfect job. You know, do you commute to work now? Would you like to cut that out? Would you like to be your own boss? Would you like to set your own hours? Working with people that we actually like, you know, being and living on purpose, having more time freedom. You know, you can work from anywhere, the cafe, the beach, you can work from your holiday destination, the flexibility, you know, earn more income. So at the moment, is your income capped? Would you like more? You have no rent, you have no overheads, and you have no staff to manage. So let's have a look at statistics in Australia in regards to network marketing. And the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association, compiled these statistics in 2015, and companies achieved $1.48 billion worth of annual sales. Now, to put this into perspective, that's more than Hollywood. That's more than Hollywood brings in. Approximately already 600,000 independent salespeople in Australia were already engaged in some sort of direct selling or network marketing company. Women account for 75% of the industry. And people, as you can see, are already doing it. You've probably got friends and family that are already doing it. So what is a pyramid scheme? I mentioned that before. A pyramid scheme is a scheme that was banned in the 1970s. And what I find is when people object with a pyramid scheme, they're just really not sure of what a pyramid scheme is. Sometimes a pyramid scheme is just their work for network marketing. And when we draw it out, sometimes it looks a little bit like a pyramid. However, I can tell you that my sponsor, I earn far more money with than her sponsor, and her sponsor, and her sponsor. So in my upline, I've out-earned these people because of my effort. So I determined my own wealth. A pyramid scheme refers to a scheme, as I said, that was outlawed in the 70s. It's where people were brought in purely for a business opportunity, but there was no product for exchange. So that's why Isagenix is very different. In fact, we have 80% of our company or my company and business is just product users and consumers. So they're our number one priority. We have 15% of people that just share the products, and then 5% that really choose to take this on and build a business. So when you're looking for a network marketing company, and I hope I've convinced you that network marketing is an awesome industry, and I'm not going to bash any other companies because I love this industry and I'm an industry leader. So, but when you're looking for a network marketing company, you probably thought, this is a good idea. I should start doing this. I don't have a plan B. Is look for a company that has 10 years of growth. Not only growth in all their areas, but that they're 10 years old and that they're stable, because 99% of them do fail within that 10-year period. So be very alarmed when people are wanting you to join a start-up company. Look, if I joined Isagenix when it was a start-up company, that would have been great. However, as I said, 99% of them, they do fail. So be very careful. You want to look at the company's financial position and their stability and growth. And Isagenix is privately owned and completely debt-free. They're tracking on $5 billion worth of sales, and we have over 230 millionaires. So we have great stability. We have great growth. We have massive expansion plans. We're in 13 countries, just expanding into the UK, and we have licenses for 88. You want to look that they're profiting in all of their regions that they're open in. And this is why this is the demise of a lot of companies, because they expand too quickly. They say that's a good thing. We're in 60 countries and they say that like it's a good thing. Yet 30% of them, or 30 of the countries, are actually going backwards, and therefore it puts the whole company at risk. You want to look at the company and what they sell and have, suit the growing trends. Growing trends at the moment is, are they on the internet? Is it easy for consumers to purchase? Health is a growing trend. You want to look at products that are consumable, not that it's a once-off thing. You want to look that people are using these products and with Isagenix, they are consumable. We eat them every day. Generally come in 30-day packs, and people will reorder them because they have an emotional attachment. They feel good when they take them. And products that are non-exclusive. So men, women, children, the elderly, the young can all use the products, that they're not excluding anybody. So with Isagenix, we have products that don't exclude anyone, and we have products that suit everyone. And if you look at the growing trends at the moment, weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation are all on the increase. And you can have a look at those billion-dollar industries worldwide. So Isagenix statistics at the moment, as I said, we're approaching over $5 billion worth of sales annually. We're in operation in 13 countries. We're ranked number 22 in the direct selling top companies, and we've actually, as of the 17th of May, had made 224 millionaires. That's over 230 now. So why network marketing? Why did Isagenix choose network marketing to distribute their products? Well, there's two reasons. Number one is quality. And Dr. John Anderson had worked for over 600 nutraceutical companies, and he was in retirement prior to Isagenix, prior to formulating these products. The reason he was in retirement is because he became disgruntled with the industry, an industry that would chop and change and compromise his products for a larger retail profit margin. So what John Anderson wanted to know is that when he had this health transformation of himself after taking the Isagenix products, not as we see them today, is that they wouldn't be compromised in terms of their quality. And he knew the only way to do that is not to take it to the traditional retail model, was to distribute his products via network marketing. And if you have a look at network marketing products as a whole, they have superb products. He also knew that peer support health change was just as effective, if not more effective, than professional support health change, and hence why the network marketing model, where you come in and you have a sponsor that is invested in your success. So that's enough for me. I'm just going to share a few stories. So first of all, we've got Malika. Are you on the line there, Malika? Malika's a consultant. She cycles around 5 times a week, which means without bonuses, she's seeing around just over $15,000 a year. And Malika has just started her Isagenix journey. Are you able to unmute your line, darling?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, guys. So look, I originally jumped into Isagenix just out of sheer depression because I was grossly overweight. I knew that there was the business model attached to it, but I was one of the skeptics that kind of thought that it was a pyramid scheme, and I was just completely disinterested by it. But once I started to sort of get the results, everybody was just asking me what I was doing. So it just kind of progressed from there. Naturally just started to share what it was, and started to sort of see an income sort of pop in, which is great because I only work part-time and I'm a single mother as well. So having extra cash pop into my bank account each week was just like, wow, what's going on here? So it was probably more this year that I actually really started to focus on the business aspect of it. Sort of maybe about 5 or 6 months ago. And from there, it's continued to roll on, and it's just growing each week. And, I think my biggest pay week was about $1,000, and that was because, I'd cycled and I'd hit double PIBs, and then I got like an extra bonus for reaching 5 cycles. So it just kind of became this thing where I was like, okay, well, this is great. This is a great opportunity. So that's kind of how I've gone into the business.
And we just went to Vegas and went to our annual convention.
Yeah, we did. And that was another
Vegas. That's what we said.
That's right. But that was another bonus. It was winning. There's competitions to win, and there's all kinds of things which you don't get in traditional business. So yeah.
I had a pleasure of taking her. And we've got Chandel. Chandel's our 1-star Crystal executive. And so that means that she sees a residual income of $31,000 a year. Hey, Shan.
Hey, everyone. So I'm a busy mum of 4 boys. I started Isagenix initially for the products just over 2 years ago now. It took me over a year before I began to look properly into the business. It happened after I had an amazing product experience, and I dropped about 13 kilos. People began asking me questions, what I was doing, and I just naturally began to share. At the time, I wasn't looking for another business or any network marketing type of thing. My hubby and I, we've already got 2 traditional businesses which we manage and keeps us quite busy, and then add in the 4 boys. So as you can imagine, it wasn't something I was looking for, but money started to appear in my bank every week, and I wasn't going to ignore the fact that there was an opportunity here. So I decided to learn more about the business like we are on a call like this, and plug myself into all the learning tools that are available. And I took it a lot more seriously. So, little by little, I started to build a business, and I get paid every week, a residual income now, and I dedicate, part-time hours to the business. My largest income earnings for the month's just over $5,500, which is, absolutely life-changing, as that's just added extra income for our family, and it's given us, more freedom of choice, and allowed us to go on holidays and trips away, and, just if there's any unforeseen costs that come up, that money's there every week now. So it's incredible. And, being part of people's health transformations is another thing. It's just so rewarding, waking up to messages, and you can't get better than that. It's absolutely incredible. So I love it.
Awesome, Shan. And Brooke's got the famous bottom picture that you may have seen flying around on social media. Brooke's one of our 6-figure income earners. So Brooke is recognised in Isagenix as a 5-star crystal executive, and she earns over, that is a rank that earns over $312,000 residually a year. So Brooke, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey guys. So for me, obviously I started out with Isagenix like most of you for weight loss, and being a busy mum of 4 kids as well, I was really cautious about taking money out of our monthly budget. And I just said to my husband, I just don't know if I can afford to do this. But by the end of my first month, I knew I couldn't afford not to, because it was giving me results that I've been searching for such a long time. So, you know, I think after only 1 month, people started to ask me, and I thought, I can do this. If I can take that stress of having to put money into buying Isagenix, I'll do it. So I started sharing it, and I couldn't help but share it. It was really easy. And then sort of by, I guess about month 6, I was almost matching my nursing income, but I wasn't ready to retire because I waited. I had some really good advice. And so by, I think, my 9th month of doing Isagenix and sharing it with people, I was able to retire from work. And the biggest thing for me was, you know, I no longer missed out on any school activities. I was there for all sporting things on the weekend, because being a nurse, you work shift, and this is just so real. And in the way, I think that's a really big deal too, and you've got so many people around you to support you. And it's, you know, I'm living a life now where, you know, I wake up in the morning and I plan my own day. You know, I don't work to someone else's roster. If I've got sick kids, I'm at home, I don't need to stress about, you know, calling a boss and asking for the day off. I've got a pretty cool boss, that's me. You know, and my family go on holidays, and it's just I mean, 5 years on now, it's the best thing I've ever done. And, you know, to see other people in my team achieve the same thing is what really gets me going as well. So yeah, look, I mean, I was a massive skeptic when I first started nursing, no network marketing experience, but we always naturally share something we love anyway. You know, Isagenix works, so it's an easy system to share. So
Awesome.
That's me.
Thanks, Brooke. Chrissy, are you there? Chrissy's a 2-star crystal executive.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. And that means Chrissy
Can you
earns.
hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Good.
You ready to go? Go, Chrissy.
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. It was getting a bit fuzzy. I wasn't sure if it was my internet. Hi, everybody. My story is really similar in the sense that I started for the products, and it all happened very organically at the beginning. So I actually want to shift and change what I want to share with you is that you might have someone in your life that really wants these products or could really use with them. And I was that person that I spoke to Heidi months and months. It took me months, and it was all a cost objection. So if there's people out there that are coming back to you about the cost, really implore you to get really comfortable with the idea that we can help them get a rebate. Because I sat in a room finally months later and I listened to Paul McEnany, and when the words came out of his mouth of, if you know 2 people that would like to do this with you, we can help you get your products paid for. And it was such a moment that I know for a lot of people it can feel a bit weird talking about that sort of stuff, but that was the moment that changed everything for me, to be able to get these products, put them in my body, have an incredible experience, have people start asking me what I'm doing. There was no intention of creating a business. I just genuinely wanted other people to feel this good. And then all of a sudden, instead of having to return to my corporate job after my second baby, I was in a position where this was enabling me to be at home. And there is not enough words of gratitude to Heidi and the company because of what that's created for my life over the past 4 years, and allowed me to be present with my kids and provide them with stuff and care that we need to do for our youngest, and being still really present as a mum. It's just been the most incredible thing that I think everyone deserves the chance to figure out if this is something that can change the way that their financial future looks like. So please reach out, and don't be scared to share with people that there is a way for them to get started just by having a chat to a couple of people, and we're all here to help with that process.
Awesome. Thanks, Chrissy. And my dear friend, Alison. And I want Alison to share her story because, and I haven't put an income level down there because Alison's got, I think, a more powerful story than anyone with any sort of income or zeros following their name. So, Alison, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks for having me on. I guess my story is a little bit different to the others. I have been with Isagenix for just over 4 years, and I had a lot of success in the beginning. I had a few distractions along the way, one of which was being diagnosed with cancer this time last year. And I guess what I want everyone to know is that, first of all, the shakes was the only thing that I could consume. It was the only thing I could keep down, and my oncologist was thrilled that I was getting the nutrients that I needed. So that if I hadn't have had Isagenix, I would have been very hungry. But more importantly for our family, the costs of what I was going through were through the roof. And every single Tuesday, I got paid for my Isagenix with my residual income. And it might not be a lot, but it just, without fail, every single week I am paid. And that went a long way when we had so many expenses going out. And I just want those of you who are, maybe questioning network marketing or just getting started with Isagenix, do what Heidi did, work hard at the beginning and put the hours in, put the time in, learn everything, share the product, use the product, be the product. And that residual income, you will just never be able to thank the person who invited you onto this call or invited you into Isagenix, because it's a game changer.
Oh, thanks, Alison. And you look beautiful tonight.
Thank you, honey.
Glowing. You're glowing.
It's coming back.
It looks great. It's awesome. And thank you. I think your story is so powerful, and it's, so many people, that I've helped, and, they've got sick or family members got sick, and it's just allowed them the space to heal and to breathe. And yeah, what could be more powerful? I mean, I've just been on maternity leave for 7 months. Well, I never really go on leave, but it's just allowed me the space. I think I earned $2,000 the day I gave birth, so that was a pretty light bulb moment for me. I had to pay the anaesthetist though, because I ordered that epidural. Anyway, let's move on. So it all starts with a transformation. And if you want to know more about the products, that's another webinar. I can send you the recording, or could be invited onto the next one that we do on the third Wednesday of the month. And you'll see here transformation after transformation after transformation that Isagenix gives you. So how does it work? Well, what's really exciting about Isagenix is it's kind of like that front end. You know how I said that instant gratification? You go to work and you get paid, because that's the mindset that 99% of us are in. And Isagenix knows that, so it pays you. So you share Isagenix, and this is just a genuine, this is just a weight loss premium pack, which is just an illustration. And Isagenix will give you $80, that front end money. But what you're doing, and you know what, if you invite 2 people on in the same commission week, that $80 is doubled. So it's $160 for your mum and $160 for your best friend. So you can get $320 every week for sharing Isagenix with 2 people. But in the background, what you're doing is you're building this residual. You're building a team. And residual income means recurring income. So every time a person within your downline continues to reorder product, business volume, and that's the BV that you'll see on your screen there, it flows up. And all you've got to do with Isagenix is the simplest compensation plan ever. And I've seen a lot of them, and some of them I can't even understand. But all you've got to do is build a left team and a right team. And I like to call them sales teams. So you're building your left team and you're building your right team. Now, this illustration here, you see you're in purple. Okay, and those dark purple ones represent the people that you've invited. The light purple ones represent the people that you've invited that they've invited, if that makes sense. But you're paid on the entire downline. And so therefore, when you have 600 business volume flow up one team and 300 business volume flow up on the other, and they can switch, They can change from week to week. You'll generate a cycle, and a cycle at the moment sits at around 60 Aussie dollars. So this is your residual income. This is the exciting part and really what we strive for in network marketing. So why live life, live free? Okay, I've explained why Isagenix, and now so why our team? So my team at the moment stands at 25,000 people, and that's grown that way in 4.5 years. I've got many six-figure income earners that I have mentored. So I really believe that we have proven systems for success. My growth in terms of my team has grown 51% last year, and that's after 4 years. I pride myself on making things simple. I know that life is busy, so I believe in working smarter, not harder. Now, I was able to do this working 56 hours a week with 2 babies. So I was able to work in the pockets of my very hectic life and able to build this to a period where I was earning around $6,000 a week and could then leave work. So I've got training systems in place, and I'm also, mentored. I've got lots of team leaders, including myself, that will help mentor you. We have a website that's set up specifically. I've set it up for you guys. So you have your own website. You have 24/7 coaching and support, personal development courses, corporate training events, and trips and incentives. And like Malika said, she just won that incentive to Vegas. I'm always running incentives, giving trips away to Thailand. So I really put stuff on the line so that you strive for it, but in the background you're building that residual income and you're building that dream life that you're after. So we have lots of different systems to get started, but generally speaking, we start on an ultimate or a premium pack, and you don't have to, but I'm just saying for those people that really want to set themselves up for success, these are the 2 packs that you're looking for. So for $19 or $25 a day, you're getting your food and the ability to set up a complete business. And it is a complete business. There's nothing else you need to put into it. I was speaking to a friend, an entrepreneur friend yesterday, and she helps people set up online businesses. And she was telling me about her pre-qualification survey that she sends. And her packages start at $3,000. That doesn't include your website hosting. That's just her setup fee to help you set up a business. So as you can imagine, a traditional business will set you back lots and lots and lots of money. And a lot of us don't have that initial investment. So just think about what you're getting with Isagenix. You're getting a transformation, you're getting your food, and you're getting a complete business. You're also getting guaranteed results. Now, we don't guarantee business results, obviously. I've got people that have been in the business for 4 years, and then I've got people that have been in business only 1 year and they've got similar success. However, we do guarantee the results of our products. And if you're not completely satisfied within 30 days, your first 30 days, you could never market this. You could never make this business work if you did not believe in the products. And I have a lot of people come to me and say, Heidi, I don't even want to take the products. I just want to teach me what you did, how to build this business. And I won't actually take them on board, because you truly have to believe in the science of Isagenix. You truly have to be behind this company before you could ever comfortably and authentically be able to share this. So that's what I'm all about. So I just want to end, and I'm not going to end here. This is just my closing, and then I'm going to share my screen back. But do this for you. There are going to be so many people that are going to say network marketing doesn't work. I did that. Oh, Mr. So-and-so did that and it didn't work. Well, I'd like to ask, what company was he partnered with, and how many months did he give it? Just one, or did he actually give it a good go? And there's going to be a lot of people that told me, don't do the shakes, you're going to pile the weight back on. But you know what? You've got to do it for you. At the end of the day, you've got to realize, and this is where I sat 5 years ago. I thought, this isn't working. What I am doing isn't working, and I just needed the ability to get off that hamster wheel. I just needed the space to get off that hamster wheel. And when I started earning a little bit of money from Isagenix, and it wasn't the income I earn today, it was a couple of $100 a week. That made so much difference to my family. And it allowed me to slow the hamster wheel down and to be able to think about the possibilities, that my life didn't have to be the way that I was conditioned and taught it to be. that this actually was an industry that freed people, that 80% of women that earn over six figures did so from the network marketing industry. So I want you to kind of put your earmuffs on, and if you're inspired by this call, then keep that fire burning in your belly and let us be that support person for you, because there's still people today that tell me that I shouldn't have done this. But there's definitely no one laughing at me anymore. So that's me in Bora Bora with my French champagne, my 10th wedding anniversary. And, you know, it's just a little bit of a cheeky meme that I made up. But I'm really glad that I did finally do Isagenix, because it totally transformed my health and my life. So the reason I wanted to keep you on the call, and everybody knows that I had, well, maybe you don't, that I had something to announce tonight. I really am, I'm back from maternity leave. Like, I'm fired up, and I really want to help you guys live out your dreams. And I find that people that have been on the business, you can nod if you're agreeing with me, is that we are exposed to so much noise that we get totally overwhelmed, that we actually just don't do the things that actually make us successful. Would you agree? Nod? Yeah? We fluff around. And so I want to take you on a 12-week training course. And that 12-week training course will be run on a Monday night at 7:30. And if you're just wanting to get your products paid for, you're just going to attend the first 3 weeks. I'm just going to get you to consultant. And then if you're wanting to get other people's products paid for, you're going to do the next 3 weeks, which is going to get you to manager. And then the 3 weeks to director, and if you want to take this all the way, then we're going to take you all the way to executive and the Success Summit. So it's 12 weeks in total. It'll run on a Monday night. I realize that some people have commitments on a Monday night. So people know me as Coach Mac, and I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not Willy Wonka. However, I'm getting a little bit lenient, and I'm going to say that I'm going to put the recordings up of the call. And if you cannot make that call, I expect you to watch it within 24 hours or it goes down again. Because I know how easy it is to go, I'll get to that. It's recorded. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. So I want you to get to it, because I want to get you results. I want to race our team through to executive, or where you want to hit in your life. So yes, Adana, let's get to executive. So that course will begin next Monday, and I'll just run you through some of the topics that I've got planned. So for a consultant training, we're going to look at the comp plan, U+2. We're going to look at connecting, so your story and a list of 10. We're going to look at talking to people, how you talk to people, and don't scare people. I don't want you to scare people. I don't want you to get blocked on Facebook. I don't want you to lose friends. I want you to be able to handle objections. I want you to be able to follow up gracefully. I want you to be able to be confident with 3-way calls and getting support and using the tools. So that's what we're going to look at the consultant, because that's the group of skills that you need. You don't need anything else. So if that's where you're comfortable, we're going to, and for those people that are beyond that, I still want you to attend that training, because I want you to I want you to consolidate those skills. We're then going to look at moving you to manager, where we're going to look more at launch parties and building a master list and the holiday bonuses. We want to know who Isagenix is. Then, and also goal setting. Then at director, we're going to go further into the comp plan. So what does it look like at director and beyond? In terms of bonus pools as well, connecting with our cold market. And this is where we move from a sharer to a professional network marketer. I want you to look at how we're going to pull reports from your back office. I want to look at events. I want to teach you how to build consultants. I want to teach you about scheduling and networking. I want then as an executive to look at executive and beyond, so the entire compensation plan, including the exec bonuses and the bonus pools, connecting via social media, building a team and team development, looking at managing versus inspiring, strategic planning, inspiration, building to Success Summit, and team goals. So that's kind of what the content will be. That is the business. That's how simple the business is. So if people are keen to jump on that, I will be sending some communication out this week. I will take note of who's on the call, and I will put the call up, and 24 hours it'll be up, and then it will go down again, because I don't want you to take this opportunity for granted anymore. You've heard the stories. The opportunity is there for you to grab, but you have to stop waiting and you have to grab it. You have to go to work to make this work. This is network marketing. And you can do it really gracefully. You don't have to be that person. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. I'm going to give you scripts. I'm going to give you Facebook posts. I'm going to lead you and hold your hand the whole way until you are inspiring a team of 25,000 people yourself, and you're traveling the world and you're having third babies because that seemed like a good idea at the time. So I'm just going to open it up, and if there's any questions, please, let me know, or if you. And otherwise I will end the call soon. So are there any questions? Any excitedness?
Yes.
I'm pumped for the training.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Ready
hand
for
is
that
awesome
training.
too.
Everyone's saying no babies. Why not? No
As long
babies.
as it leads to
Up the bum, no babies.
Oh,
Yep. She just said it.
Someone's
Up the
got
bum,
one of
no
those places
babies,
that's from
honey.
Bali, don't they?
oh, Linda, hi. US.
Hi guys.
What time is it in the States?
It's 4 a.m.
Oh, you got up for us.
Love it.
Yeah, this is
Linda
amazing. Thanks, Heidi.
The cutest baby. I mean, honestly, I love my baby, but I think Levette trumps Lani Bear. Don't ever tell her I told you that.
Does she
I
have
won't.
cheeks?
She's got cheeks and lips. See Linda's lips? The baby got the lips.
Wow.
Amazing. All right. So if there's no other questions, you'll see communication in the business group. I hope you really enjoyed the call tonight and you got something from it. Don't forget that these calls are every Wednesday night. And
Right.
It seems like if I don't pump them along, they don't seem to get much attendance. So, if you're going to build a team of 25,000 people, follow the leader. What do I do? Notice what I did this week. I tagged 99 people in this business. It took some time. I thought of the content. I did little fancy emojis. But if you're going to be successful in this business, you have to build a team. And to build a team, you have to get good at inviting to events. And this is an event. You need to be present. You need to bring your energy. You need to bring your team and leverage me as support. Okay? So I will see. I'm going to run these calls from Bali. I will see you next week on the call. I love you lots, guys. Be awesome.
Thanks, Hides.
Thank you so much,
Hi.
Heidi.